Welcome to Every News, where history meets clarity. Today, we take a sweeping journey through the rise and fall of Europe, from ancient Rome to modern-day Brussels. A tale of empires, revolutions, power struggles, and innovation that shaped the world we live in. Let's begin. Our story begins in ancient Europe. The Greeks gave the world democracy, philosophy, and art. The Romans brought law, roads, and empire. By 117 AD, the Roman Empire stretched from Britain to the Middle East. But corruption, overexpansion, and invasions brought its fall in 476 AD. After Rome fell, Europe entered the so-called Dark Ages, power fragmented into kingdoms and tribes. But one force united the continent: the Christian Church. The Pope grew powerful as kings fought for divine favor. Feudalism ruled. Lords, vassals, and peasants lived in a rigid order. Castles, crusades, and cathedrals defined the age. The Crusades, holy wars with the Muslim world, reconnected Europe to ancient knowledge and Eastern trade routes. By the 14th century, the Renaissance began in Italy, a rebirth of classical learning, art, and science. Leonardo da Vinci, Michelangelo, and Copernicus changed how Europe saw the world and itself. In 1517, Martin Luther sparked the Protestant Reformation. The Catholic Church was challenged. This religious divide led to brutal wars, from the 30 Years' War to the English Civil War. Europe was torn in two. As religious wars ended, Europe looked outward. Spain and Portugal led the way, colonizing the Americas and Asia. By the 18th century, Britain and France built global empires. Europe controlled vast swaths of the world. Philosophers like Voltaire and Rousseau promoted liberty, reason, and secular rule. This thinking sparked revolutions, first in America, then in France. Monarchies trembled as the people rose. Then came machines. Britain led the Industrial Revolution. Coal, steam, and steel transformed Europe. Cities grew, factories multiplied, and Europe became the workshop of the world. But inequality also deepened. In 1914, Europe imploded. The First World War devastated the continent. Empires collapsed, and just 2 decades later, World War II erupted. Hitler, fascism, genocide. Once again, Europe was in ruins. After 1945, European empires crumbled. India, Africa, Southeast Asia. Colonies demanded freedom. Europe split. Capitalist West versus Communist East. NATO and the Warsaw Pact drew new battle lines. To prevent future wars, European nations united. Coal and steel treaties became the European Union. With shared markets and open borders, peace and prosperity seemed possible for a time. But unity was tested. The 2008 financial crisis, Brexit, migrant waves, and rising nationalism shook Europe. Once the world's dominant force, Europe now struggles with relevance amid U.S. power and China's rise. Is this the fall of Europe, or just another turning point? With its aging population, divided politics, and external threats, Europe's future remains uncertain. Europe has fallen before, but it has also risen stronger. The question is, can it adapt again, or is the golden age over? Thanks for watching Every News. Subscribe for more deep dives into global history and geopolitics.